Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to explore why the rise. Why, out of all the modern sets, particularly Sword and Shield, I know Team Up, Cosmic, etc. have gone pretty bonkers too, but why has, in as little as 21 months, a set that came out in August, when was it? Late August, August 27th or something, 2021, so it's been 21 months. Why has this little set gone so bonkers? What can we learn from it? How did it do it? It's just gone bonkers. 380% increase, 3.8x its value, this box. If we're talking US dollars, it's gone from sort of $100 to 380. If we're talking Australian dollars, it's gone from 175, 180 Australian dollars up to, geez, bang on, close enough to 600. So that's 3.8x. If you work that out per month, it ends up being 18.5% increase month on month, 21 months straight. Let's dive into it in a second. But I guess from my perspective, I come from a sales background, and we always talk about when something's only ever worth what someone's willing to pay for it. Pokemon cards are only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. Pokemon cards are only worth what the market's willing to absorb. Evolving Skies is only worth what the market's willing to absorb. And we always talk about that adage, supply versus demand. Obviously, the demand for this set is strong. Is that the reason? Is it the blaringly obvious that it's just got good pulls? It's got some sick chase cards that are worth huge money raw and huge money in a PSA 10 and a BGS 10? Is it the fact of its print run? Is it the fact that it's just a heap of fun to open and a heap of fun to look at? I don't know, but today we're going to have a bit of explore and see if we can come to a conclusion as to why the meteoric rise for Evolving Skies. Right, let's jump into it. So demand, where does the demand exactly stem from? The supply's there, like obviously Pokemon's printed it, Nintendo company Pokemon TCG's printed it, and the demand has just soaked it up and soaked it up and soaked it up. And it's not a lightly printed set. I mean, look at 83,000 cards PSA graded already, and there's probably, I don't know, a third of the booster boxes that are printed, people have probably stashed away and hoarded in the hope that they're going to go up, like most of us have when it comes to the investment side of it. So it is not a lightly printed set. But look at the rise of it on the right still there, $387 over the last year, just 3x'd in the last year, 3.8x'd in the last 21 months. What next? Well, is it the hits? I mean, let's jump through this. 15 cards above $30, which I'm showing on the screen now. 15 cards above $30 on a set that's been printed and printed heavily. We haven't seen probably like a third massive wave. We did get that ETB reprint recently, but we certainly haven't seen a third booster box reprint. We've got those, I see it on TikTok and everything, those Costco tins that people are ripping open that have got Evolving Skies packs inside them, and they're selling a 36-pack bundle for near on, booster box price, because it's, you're getting 36 packs, which is the same as a booster box. But 15 cards above $30. And look at them. That Glaceon, 145. The Leafeon, 172. Obviously, the second one, the Rayquaza VMAX, $300 nearly raw. And number one, I've got $628 raw. So where does that leave us? Looking at the facts, it's not short printed. I mean, there's still elite trainer boxes. There's still elite trainer boxes around places. There's still booster boxes floating around. There's spare packs being put into those Costco tins. There's still there's plenty of it printed. The hits, look at the grading. They're being graded heavily. How has it remained so strong? How's Umbreon so strong? How's Rayquaza so strong? Even that Dragonite V, how's that so strong? Like, compare it to, say, that Charizard UPC, which we all know got printed to oblivion, but there's some 3 very, very nice alt art Charizard cards that come standard in that UPC that have also been graded heavily, and arguably is the most popular Pokemon, other than maybe Pikachu and perhaps Umbreon in the whole game, but definitely a fan favourite. Shout out to my boy Charizard up here. 3 beautiful cards in there, and arguably some of them just as nice artwork as the Rayquaza VMAX or the Umbreon VMAX or the Glaceon or Sylveon or Leafeon VMAX. Yet they've tanked as a PSA 10. What can you pick them up for now? $100? So what is it about Evolving Skies? Not short printed. Hits have been heavily graded. Why are they so strong? Why is the booster price still meteoric? It's not Team Up that was short printed that's caused a massive trajectory with really low PSA pop. Is it that false economy? Like sometimes we refer to it when there's almost like crypto, when there's hype around something, when there's, when the whole market believes in something, it can generally just drive a price really far north. It's like no one can argue. It's got amazing artwork. I mean, those top 15 hits, that's not even all of them. There's more hits too. There's more ancillary hits above $10 and $20, but 15 hits above $30. There's some serious hits. It's a good looking box. It's got obviously the Rayquaza on the booster box too to look at. The Elite Trainer boxes are awesome. The Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes are arguably even better looking than the standard Elite Trainer boxes. So it's a really good looking sealed product, but not short printed. Awesome hits. So I think what it comes down to for me is it's just that market belief. The consumer base, the investors like myself and probably you that invest in sealed Pokemon believe in it. And I always put it down to that market floor. Like the market can create the floor. And in the sales industry I'm in, the same thing happens. With like the market it'll create its own floor. It'll go, well, we've got this product and we've invested in it and we're not going to let it slip. We don't want it to slip anymore. And I think that's part of what's happening with Evolving Skies is we've quickly hit this, certainly not a ceiling, but we've quickly hit this high price point. And it's moved up and up and up, and almost like a staircase. And that staircase, each step is the new floor, and the market doesn't want to see it go below that. Why would you? If a third of the population's got them set aside in their cupboard, like I've got half a dozen boxes up here set aside, I don't want it to go any lower. That's all. Like I bought 6 boxes at $180 Australian a box, and now they're $600 Australian a box. I don't want to see it drop. No way. So I think it's just that new floor. It's a combination as to why Evolving Skies is so strong. It's not print run. It's the hits. It's the market belief. It's good looking product to keep sealed. But predominantly, I really think it is that market belief, and the market is dictating the price. It's the holders of the product that are dictating the price. We're not going to let it go lower. I think even if it does get reprinted, like what, 600 Australian a box now, what's it going to dip to? 500 Australian a box for a little while, then it'll be straight back to 600. I think it's where it is. What can we learn from it? We can learn that a set with seriously good hits, like strong hits with popular Pokemon, is really investable. So what can we translate that to for some other Sword and Shield sets moving forward to maybe as a place to park our money? I'd probably suggest something like Crown Zenith. Not only is it the last English set with the yellow borders, it also has a heap of hits. Doesn't have the hits that Evolving Skies has, but it's got a heap of hits. Fun to open, strong trainer Galarian Gallery, strong standard hits. That's an example. Another main set example, I'd say something like Lost Origin. It's got a really nice trainer gallery and some really strong hits. So I think we can use Evolving Skies as a bit of a benchmark. Like it's the benchmark modern set for the last 3 years. It's the benchmark Sword and Shield set. And I think we can use an eye on it, especially for this new Scarlet and Violet era. If something similar comes along with that level of hits, I think we go in hard around the second wave. That's the plan. Because that happened with Evolving Skies. You know, 100 and come out Australian. I'm talking $180 a box. It rose. Big second print wave, dropped back to $180 a box. That's when I bought. I didn't buy it the first print wave. I always try and buy it the second, and then it's gone back up. I think a lot of people were going, well, it's going to get reprinted, and it just hasn't, and it's kept going up. So I think, I don't know if that answers exactly a clear answer, but that's my take on Evolving Skies. That's why I think it's gone meteoric, and we can use it as a real benchmark and as an example for what we can invest in next. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode.